God, universe, and higher power. Whatever your belief system is, God gives us all these talents and abilities, and all it asks is that we use them. That's all. God doesn't tell you what to do with these gifts it gave us or how to use them. God just wants us to use them and to not waste the gift given us. That's all. People often ask me about religion and which one is the right one. There are 8 billion souls on this planet. There are many cultures, histories, and methods of believing in a higher power. In my humble opinion, I don't think it's about which religion is the right one. I think it's about the belief in a positive, constructive, loving higher power other than ourselves, because that is the truth. Believing in a higher power also keeps us in check from our ego, which exerts its dominance when our belief in a higher power is lacking, missing, or failing. Ego doesn't make a good God because no matter how hard it tries, it is a counterfeit attempting to confuse others into believing it is the truth by disguising things as facts and drawing conclusions that don't add up or make sense. They just don't line up. So if you are on this journey, then look for the cracks in this belief. Believing in a false truth will completely derail you achieving your goals and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to the Ideal Forever Partner Magnet Podcast, the show where we explore the infinite benefits of creating the relationship of a lifetime, attracting our ideal forever partner like a magnet, and living our best life as the highest and best version of ourselves.
I'm your host, Arell Holloway, results coach, fitness expert, former real estate investor, and founder of UTAIY, Unveiling the Angel in You, and also the World Impact Compound Movement. This podcast is for high achievers and romantics that never learned the art of love relationships. That was me. Anyone wanting to improve their relationship with receiving, having, and giving unconditional love, and couples who want to strengthen their existing relationship and take it to even greater levels. So why the term Ideal Forever Partner, or IFP? Why not call it spouse, soulmate, true love, match, our person, or the one? Those terms don't officially define and match our avatar. We design to mirror our IFP, but more on that later. Here's why the name Ideal Forever Partner is the best match. Ideal describes perfect for us. Forever crystallizes that we are committed and all in. Partner indicates collaboration, not domination. The term spouse, soulmate, true love, match, our person, or the one include, but don't fully define our goal, which is an epic, unconditionally warm and loving relationship of a lifetime. Humanity is experiencing a loneliness epidemic. The greatest change we make in ourselves in a lifetime is through committing with our IFP, or Ideal Forever Partner. The biggest impact I can make in someone's life is teach you how to manifest your IFP. So with this podcast, I'm dedicated to helping souls around the world wake up to who you really are and what you really want in life, helping you on your path of learning about unconditional love by creating significant epic relationships that generate happy memories. Stay tuned because you won't want to miss the game-changing advice we're about to share on this episode. Awesome journey.
Arell's golden eye.
Ego doesn't make a good God because no matter how hard it tries, it is a counterfeit attempting to confuse others into believing it is the truth by disguising things as facts and drawing conclusions that don't add up or make sense. Arell Holloway.
Today's topic.
Number 1, super simple measuring tool for living your best life. What the heck does living my best life even mean, and how do I know if I'm living it? Doing our best is the most powerful ingredient we can use when perfecting our recipe of living our best life. There is an easy way we can measure whether and how well we are living our best life. It's the number 1 super simple measuring tool for living your best life. But before I share with you how it works, I want to finish my thoughts on why much of our confusion or misconception stems from our upbringing, where taking responsibility for our own actions became the worst thing that could happen to us. This is simply a lie. And in order for us to live our best life, then we have to face this lie and tell ourselves the truth about it. In truth, the French word we think is an English dirty word,
responsibility,
translates to responding to your ability, which simply means doing your best. Whatever that best is right now, just to do our best. Truth is always simply. A lie actually has to be formulated and conjured and implemented and reinforced, where truth is always simple. Earlier, I mentioned the number one super simple measuring tool for living your best life. So here it is, and it really is super simple. Our ultimate goal is to learn about unconditional love. We have other goals and dreams that build our foundation for learning about unconditional love. These are our goals and dreams. The super simple measuring tool on how well you are living your best life is looking at your achievements of your goals and dreams. While I have you here, take this moment to write down your top 3 goals and dreams. Have them somewhere you can look at them throughout your day. Where are you in achieving them? Share your results with me in the comments. This is your super simple measuring tool of how well you are living your best life. It's all about whether you are accomplishing your goals and dreams. God, universe, and higher power. Whatever your belief system is, God gives us all these talents and abilities, and all it asks is that we use them. That's all. God doesn't tell you what to do with these gifts it gave us or how to use them. God just wants us to use them and to not waste the gift given us. That's all. People often ask me about religion and which one is the right one. There are 8 billion souls on this planet. There are many cultures, histories, and methods of believing in a higher power. In my humble opinion, I don't think it's about which religion is the right one. I think it's about the belief in a positive, constructive, loving higher power other than ourselves, because that is the truth. Believing in a higher power also keeps us in check from our ego, which exerts its dominance when our belief in a higher power is lacking, missing, or failing. Ego doesn't make a good God because no matter how hard it tries, it is a counterfeit attempting to confuse others into believing it is the truth by disguising things as facts and drawing conclusions that don't add up or make sense. They just don't line up. So if you are on this journey, then look for the cracks in this belief. Believing in a false truth will completely derail you achieving your goals and dreams. Personally, my journey from being born in Germany and now living in the U.S. Christianity is the kindest and most loving religion I found that helps me understand the world and my place in it. A good way to gauge religion is through peacemaking, lovingness, truth, and kindness. Any religion that is destructive or calls for the destruction of another soul is not based on a higher power, rather on ego, hence all the cracks. This type of religion often turns into a cult also, because in order to get people to believe in it, they have to be brainwashed, intimidated, and even threatened. The game is one of the most powerful manipulation tools. 2 of the most destructive game strategies are not including and excluding. These are very cruel techniques and can be very powerful to wield against their enemies. An example of not being included is a friend is getting married and has not invited you to the wedding because when she met her fiancé, you were also interested in him, and once they started dating, it became awkward. Now, your friend may not have shared the reason, with you leaving you hurt and puzzled. If your friend is destructive, then she may be doing this to hurt you. If she is creative, then she simply does not want awkwardness at the most important event in her life and is just trying to navigate this situation. An example of excluding someone is your sister is having a housewarming party to celebrate her new home purchase, and you don't get invited, although some of your close friends are. You have always been jealous of her and rivaling, and vice versa. If she is creative, then she simply may just move on from the petty childhood problems that always come up when you are together, so she chooses to not invite you for this. If she is destructive, then she wants to devastatingly hurt you by deliberately excluding you from this function. She invited good friends of yours too. Now, mind you here that a person has to be destructive to not include someone or even exclude them. Is it possible to not be included in something and it not be a game? Yes, of course. I'm just telling you what to keep your feelers open to. For example, if a person knows you and doesn't invite you to their wedding, then there is a possibility that this person sees some kind of conflict with you that they don't want to confront. The key is whether a person is being destructive or creative. A person that is creative does not play the game, but a person that is destructive is. Mind you that the two most destructive games are not including someone, and the most destructive of all is actually excluding someone deliberately. Can a person flip back and forth? Sorry, guys. I really didn't intend to get this deep into the weeds with this, but let's just wrap it up, since we're already here. Yes, a person can flip back and forth, especially if they are in training to be creative and working on ending being destructive. Best advice I can give here is tell yourself the truth about what is going on in any situation. Don't let your ego or mind run away with your conclusion. Place your faith into a higher power greater than yourself, God. Go with your gut and listen to your intuition and believe in yourself. Even if someone is being destructive, it's always best to move away from them anyway, because they will only keep hurting you if you remain in striking distance. Now you are absolutely welcome to get offended here when this person does not include you or excludes you. Just remember, they may not be destructive nor mean to hurt you. They just want to have their special day without a particular conflict. That's all. One of the most powerful things I heard when I was flipping back and forth between being creative and destructive was this saying, "The best revenge is living well." Why was this so powerful for me? It made me feel like I was taking some kind of revenge against my enemy because I was destructive and somehow felt I needed that. But most important, what it gave me was a tool to lift myself out of destruction into creation with the illusion that I was exacting revenge on my enemy. I was tricking myself into living well. Before, my revenge was something that hurt my enemy and also would hurt me the same. But because I was destructive and wanted revenge, I was willing to sacrifice myself in order to hurt my nemesis. Well, war is stupid and makes us dumb and self-destructive. This is why a war cannot ever create peace. Only peacemaking can create peace. So, with this new awesome saying tool, instead of destroying my enemy and me with it, I learned to rise above it all and choose living well. And I have to tell you, that did hurt my enemies. But I have to tell you something else. It hurt me when I saw them hurt because I changed into a soul that now chose creation and constructive actions. The creative soul loves and doesn't revel in others' misery. I call this one of my off-ramps from destruction. Whatever works, right? If you have your own off-ramp from destruction, I'd love to hear what works for you. Chat soon.
Let me ask you a question.
Are you ready to be the ideal forever partner that will attract your high-level IFP like a magnet? Find out how ready you are if your IFP was standing in front of you right now. Take the IFP Magnet Scorecard quiz now and answer this quick 2-minute quiz, and we'll send you a personalized report, plus a complimentary PDF on how ready you are if your IFP was standing in front of you right now. Go to www.score.arell.vision. Score.arell.vision.
Thank you for sharing this part of your morning with me. I'm grateful that you did, and I hope that you are more self-aware and evolved since we started 30 or so minutes ago. If you can shift in the short of a time, imagine what you can accomplish in a short, in a whole day, 1 month, 1 year, etc. In our affirmations and declarations meditation, we used breathing techniques that enabled us to move through realms of past, future, and bring us back and keep us in the present. Within the breathing techniques, you also were able to affect your blood flow and pressure, as well as your heartbeat at your will. If you can affect your body's organ functions at your will, imagine what else you're capable of doing with specific training. We're infinite beings with infinite possibilities, and that's the truth. Have a beautiful day, and recall this experience throughout your day, and remember that you can influence your body and your mind, your body's and your mind's functions, and change how you feel. You also learn to move through past, future, and present realms at will. These are a lot of abilities that don't even scratch the surface of our human abilities. All it takes is taking charge. To learn the overlooked secret for high achievers to live fully, now check out my next video coming up here at the end.
If you've enjoyed today's episode, please rate, review, and subscribe to the Ideal Forever Partner Magnet podcast. Your support helps us reach more souls in search of their unconditional true love. Check us out everywhere podcasts. Remember, you have the power to create heaven on earth through unconditional love. This is your life, no one else's. Grasp the courage to strive for the highest and best version of you